Okay. Or Paradise Killer. And I've been since last stream, right? The end of last stream.
Paradise Killer.
Man, seems loud. Towards the end of last stream, we got the power that lets you see all evidence, no matter how far away it is, even if it's behind. Well, no, I guess it doesn't show things that are more than a certain distance away. But we got a power that's going to let me go 100% the game
I can't
if
do
I
it
want.
you
Oh, good evening, blind.
just turn around. All right. Can't do it if you're leering at me. It's creepy.
So it has me wondering, how should I approach this game? Now that I have the... Let me demonstrate real quick. I guess where I am, I'm actually nowhere near any... Oh, no, they're all over there. Oh, there's one right above me. Oh, that's him. Oh, that's right, we just did the comms tower thing. Alright, let me talk to him real quick since he's here. Wanna know what I think about crime? Sure, this will be a revelation. Will you get off my dicks about everything, Love Dies? Stop being snide. It doesn't suit you. You know what? Piss off. You're not getting my thoughts on crime. You don't deserve it. Oh, well, I guess we don't get his thoughts on crime. Since there's this whole gigantic island and hundreds of things to go get, I am wondering, particularly now that I have an ability that will aid me in tracking down every last thing, that makes me more and more interested about what happens if I go to the trial with incomplete information. So I kind of do want to go do... I was trying to think this over the last 2 days. Like, do I want to start the next stream and just immediately go to the trial? Like, just with the evidence that I have right now, what do I think happened? Because I kind of see two possibilities. Maybe there are more. One, let's pick this up. What is it? Protest letter. A manifest letter written by protesting workers. What is this? Are these beans? Or marijuanas? They might be beans. Do people eat beans? Valve handle?
Buy more drink.
That's probably the quickest way of summing it up, yeah, is to call it an open world Danganronpa, complete with dating. Bizarre lychee. Lychee? A lychee favorite soft drink. An image appears of riverbank, blazing sunshine, baseball, a train passes, distant apartment blocks in the summer haze. Welcome out, Garrett. I get distracted easily because there are things everywhere to pick up. I think what I kind of want to do is just, I've got this save. I'll keep it. I think I want to just go to the trial right now and go with the evidence that I have. Because unlike in Danganronpa, when you go to do the investigation, they don't let you proceed to the trial until you've found everything. And also, there is a definite person who did it. And the evidence that you get is guaranteed to prove that that person did it. This game seems to differ from that, and I'm not sure how much. I don't know if it is definitely a particular person, or if the truth changes based on what conclusion you come to in the trial. Or is there a real truth, but you might find it or you might not? So I think what I'll do, and it's so difficult to do it because I keep seeing these things and I want to pick them up. Because there's things everywhere. Proud pin badge obtained. A pin badge made to celebrate Perfect 25. So the idea, if I can try to briefly sum up, which I need to do anyway. Let me do... Oh, there he is again? There's so many. He appears so very many times. Bloop. You notice the clouds? I did not notice the clouds. I haven't been looking up. No, that's a lie. I've seen Aurora Borealis. Is it daytime now? Why is it daytime? What about them? They break. You see them flicker every so often. This reality is dying. The wheels are starting to come off. What else is going to break? Everything and nothing, probably. Something to look forward to. Clouds, eh? Don't trust them. So this what we're in right now is reality number 24. Kind of similar to where about seeing things that would affect your full. I guess I'm kind of in this state that Disco Elysium also had me in, where I'm like, I'm excited that I don't know what's going to happen, right? Danganronpa or Phoenix Wright, especially once you've played one of them and you're like, oh, I'm on the next one now. You're like, I know, I get what the grand overview of the game is going to be.
Recording obtained.
This is the 4. We found 1, 2, and 3, I think. They're watching me. They know I can see the lines. I can never see them clearly, but they're there, the watchers. I asked Joseph if he could see the lines. He couldn't either. People in the apartment are looking at me weird. Someone has been gossiping. Where? How? Something down there. I can't reach it, though. Curious.
Blood crystal obtained.
Stop existing, blood crystals. You're interrupting me. Where's the map? If that's Agra Fields, and I want to go to... Desolation Cell, Gardens, Syndicate. There's the courthouse. Alright, so if I don't think I have a compass, do I? But I guess it's one of those things where this is my only chance to ever play the game without having the full picture of, you know, what actually happens when you... whatever. Alright, so if I face towards K-Hex's workshop, which I know is up the mountain, and then turn 45 degrees to the right. It's that. Up there. We've been up there. So I want to go kind of that way-ish. And then I suppose what I'll do, I don't know if the whole game ends there. I don't know if we go on to Island 25 and there's more game there. I don't know if there's like a new game plus where you get to play this game again, but you already have all the evidence that you had. Or if I will end up just... I don't know if I'll want to start the game all over and play through it again, but maybe I will. But so far, I like the way... How is it that I've played so many of these games recently, where... Oops. Where... It's so open-ended what order you do things in. You know, between Disco Elysium and Heaven's Vault recently. Alcohol. I must drink you. Why do you think there's so many mysteries? Everything creates a mystery. Human, animal, plant, mineral. Everything creates a mystery. It's a byproduct of existing. Not even living, just existing. Everything produces a mystery that we want to solve. Why do we want to solve them? Human nature. Most things are ambivalent about mysteries. Rocks create mysteries, but a rock doesn't care about mysteries. Humans are unique. We need mysteries to live. Without mysteries, we'd go insane. And mystery can make you go insane. That's the knife edge we all walk. Glowing like the metal on the edge of a knife. That's what Meatloaf said. Was it Meatloaf? It was somebody. An answer lost whiskey obtained. Aged for 2 years and has a nutty flavor, often served to celebrate accomplishments, however fleeting they may be. Is this a ghost I have dealt with before? It's an anarchic ghost. Will you join us? Join who? Join our group of citizens fighting for more power. You are a ghost. Are you aware you're the only one here and that you're a ghost? Just another obstacle put in our way by the abusive and abrupt council. We're fighting to end the corruption and free the workers of the agra-fields and Deep Factory. Free them? Are they slaves? They're used as pawns in a game of corporate corruption. Spent and used for the benefit of the powerful. We must end it. Are you aware that there are no citizens left on this island? I'm still here. Your existence is more of a technicality at this point. No offense. As I was escorted to the ritual slaughter to end this island and bring in the next, I made a vow that if there was any afterlife, I would continue to fight. I guess that's why I remain. I'm here to deliver our message. What is that message? I have evidence of the corruption. I took it from the factory. Can I say it? I was at the farm when the marshals dragged me to the slaughter. They ripped the envelope from my hand and tossed it aside. Please, will you find it for me? Yeah, I'm a big fan of running errands for Metaphysical. Thank you. Remember, the envelope will be somewhere at the farm. Please find it and bring it to me. I have. Oh, I already have it. Took some finding. That protest letter, the one that I just picked up seconds ago. Thank you. Have you read it? Have you seen the truth? Will you help fight corruption? I guess it might be a quest. Your evidence is compelling. I will join your cause. Really? You will? Oh, it's such a relief. For years, I've wanted someone with influence to join us, and finally we have that. I feel like I've achieved my purpose. I can't take this to the next island. I'm already fading from this world. Please, you take it. Why did that demon give it to me anyway? The demon was trying to get the people to rebel. Take it and build a better world.
Blood crystal obtained.
Also, why do I keep playing games where I am very specifically trying to help people in order to get their souls to go to the next world? This is very Lightning Returns. Tower of the Broadcast Music. There's a tape. It's mine. 8th Street Rose. That bar. Those times. Gone forever. When did it get so far away? It's gradual. That's the trouble. Failed.
Blood crystal obtained.
You're out.
Blood crystal obtained.
Oh, right. What was I doing? I was going to the courtroom. Courthouse. Court appendage.
Relic obtained.
24th island sequence. How will 24 be remembered? Will this island be perfect? Is this our eternal home? So we are some kind of... We, the protagonist and people that I talk to, are supernatural-ish beings that create these paradises, with the goal of getting enough people to worship the old gods that we worship to resurrect them, give them power back, allow them to return to the world. Now what? This paradise is creeping me out. When the veil falls and the naked body of crime is exposed, the island begins to crumble. The balance is tilted and the illusion falls apart. It's poetic. Trying it out. I know you think I'm an asshole. I'm giving speaking nice a go. It's hard though. You're doing well. Make me blush, love dies. Peace.
Relic obtained.
Suspicious videotape. Unmarked videotapes strike fear in the minds of the cautious. What's on it? Who made it? This He-10 style Black Spine edition? Why was it abandoned? Well, I'd be put on a list if the authorities know I have it in my possession. I am the authorities.
Relic obtained.
Gaudy blood pendant? A gemstone infused with the owner's blood. Worn by the prideful with something to show. Are there overdue blockbuster fees? They would be significant, as all of the blockbusters have been shut down. I think? Could be the case. Where am I on this map? You are here. Citizen Apartments. I completely walked past the courthouse. The courthouse. Trying to sub an ever. Alright, so face back towards the mountain, turn a little to the left. Which mountain? I'm surrounded. That mountain, I guess. Am I right next to a thing? Of course I am.
Blood crystal obtained.
One blockbuster left in Alaska. Do you want to go there? I could meet you there. In loving memory of Tamago, the best Hamu, and my best friend. Nonsense. Why can't I double jump over that?
Relic obtained.
Acid's Favorite, a premium beer marketed by the arcane idol Crimson Acid. Citrus flavored and light, perfect to drink in a bar with friends or at home alone, contemplating all those things you're going to do. Yeah, I haven't been back to the courthouse at all. I was only there at the very beginning. Did I do that? I can just jump over it, so I guess I don't care too much about that. Of course I'll pick you up.
Relic obtained.
Glinting Golden Crown. Sacred reward for pyramid envisioning. A citizen was very faithful. It's strange, this is almost like meditative in a way. Kill the thirst. A crisp light beer. The thirst must be killed so we can move on. Power Thirst. Rocket Edition.
Fast travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Creeping Flora explorers in a forbidden valley discovered a breed of plant had been sealed away in a vault. Now warriors patrol the edges of the valley to keep the plant at bay. Creepy. So again, that seems to be the mountain-ish. So I should kind of go to my left-ish, like that direction. And then I'll save it, and then we'll do the trial. We'll see. It's also possible that I go to do the trial, and they're like, Thou canst do the trial yet. Find more stuff. I'll go, oh, okay. Right? I could be wrong about everything. So here's the Syndicate apartments. We're getting nearer. I guess it's... If it's the giant... But how did I get there in the first place? No, this just said I'm at the barracks? No, now I'm at the citizen apartments. Oh, hey, Serp. Alright, what if instead... What if I try going back to the beginning of the game? Oh, look at that. There's a... I thought that was a wall. Maybe that's a walkway. Is there a walkway at the very beginning that leads directly to the courthouse? Sure there is. Let's go to the beach. Nothing bad ever happens at the beach. I don't know that it's that. Well, I'm gonna do the here's the plan. You missed the plan, but that's okay. Oh, I already did this. The plan is I am going to go do the trial right now if they let me. Because I realized that while sure I could spend 3 or 4 streams... Ooh, obtained. A fruit-flavored soft drink makes you think of caring for your sick mother when you went traveling to Egypt with a group of friends. You have done neither of these things. Is this going to be Nebula? It is. Dead Nebula thanks you for your continued patronage. You have tried a lot of the refreshing beverages we make. You are our most valued customer. Do you have a favorite? That's great. Good answer. You must be a hit at parties. Never mind that. Remember that upgrade for Starlight we mentioned? We've come through for you. Hang for a second. The vending machine has been soft rebooted. You should be able to get the upgrade thing out of it now. Don't forget, it's in the warehouses. Oh, okay. Why is hardware like that jammed in a vending machine? The Dead Nebula security chief is a real moron. He'd been showing off just before the slaughter ritual. He thinks exposing OS loopholes is a great way to impress people. Why did he have a Starlight upgrade? He did a favor for someone he shouldn't have in the Syndicate. They promised him a piece of Syndicate tech in return. What he got was an unusable upgrade for use on a device he'd never see. Like we said, moron. Or like we said, a moron. How did it end up in a vending machine? Marshals came knocking. He tried to hide it. It's jammed in the dispensing mechanism. Should come out if you try making a purchase now that it's been rebooted. Works for me. Appreciate it. Go get him, Lady Love Dies. If the culprit lets out a confession in range of our microphones, we'll let you know. It is a good way to impress some people. Alright, so we are nearing the beach. I wonder if that means I can stop buying soft drinks now. I don't think I got all... I'm sure I didn't get all of them. Glittering Sequin Ward. A strange folklore developed among citizens believing that scattering sequins outside their home would ward off demons. But it doesn't. It was basically, since towards the end of last stream, I shall demonstrate my great powers again. I got this power, which allows me to locate everything. All of these hearts are all of the things in my vicinity that I can go pick up. That's way too many. It's for me, it's too many to go, okay, let me go 100% the game before I go do the trial. Instead, I'm kind of like, maybe... Alright, so now if I face the coast, head to the right, I should get back to the beginning of the game. Or I could fast travel. I'm not going to, though.
Getting saved.
We'll talk on the way. Yeah, up there's the start of the game. Right up here. You again? You met that Yuri creep yet? He seems like a bad time. Real bad time. Spineless, though, you know, Chief? Like that sack of shit. Could that sack of shit actually kill the council? He's got a secret, though. You can tell. Everyone here has a secret. Don't get smart with me, Love Dies. I'll explode. Can't quite get up there. Yes, this is the first walkway of the game. So, did it help me get to the I think already I'm not should be close. Marshal Barracks, Syndicate, Courthouse. I feel like maybe I was escorted to the courthouse last time. I'm becoming more and more sure that I did not find my way, my fumbling way there. Or is that gigantic thing the courthouse? Gardens. So that's the courthouse up there then. And this is the entrance. Eep. Yeah. Because I kind of genuinely forgot. Did they teleport me there and have me start the game by leaving there? Okay, I am at the courthouse now. I kind of remember going up the mountain as being the first thing that I did, and then going, no, let me go down instead. Here we go. So where was the save point right here? I heard a beep. Okay, and I hadn't unlocked it anyway.
On travel unlocked.
I'm sitting there worrying, like, could I have just... No. Alright, so this save 2 right here will be what I can go back to if I need to.
Avoid getting attacked.
Justice, 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 mushrooms, mushrooms. Justice, justice, justice. Alright, so before I actually go in, who did it? Examine the 2 murdered guards. I never got around to doing it. 4th seal is a mystery. 2nd seal is a mystery. 3rd seal is a mystery. Why did Yuri shut down the boat rides? Starlight upgrade and broken vending machine. Henry had a blade. Is it the murder weapon? Tire marks on the top of the council building. There's only one person on the island that owns a car. Carmelina silence. I never talked to her. Lydia and I didn't talk to Sam. One last kiss. I know almost nothing about. K-Hex. Somebody, I guess, killed him, but I don't know who. Horrified ghost. Vampires. No such thing. Don't care. Find the distance and the time that it would take for Henry to escape. Was someone trying to rile him up? Was it a drug or attack? Why does Henry remember New Night from the night of the murders? The moon is the vampire! Odd Garrett waited until he found everything. Grand Marshal said she rushed straight to the Marshals. Henry's drunk caused the dead zone. Truth may be hiding there. Dr. Doomjazz, why is there a back door at his clinic and why is it broken? Works for Carmelina. That was a lullaby. Alright, so looking at each of the people, who are we actually going to say you are the murderer? She had a motive. Well, this is really one motive. The motive is that she loves her subordinates and wants them, doesn't like the fact that the syndicate has always declined her motions to have them, the marshals, be inducted into the syndicate. Yeah, that's her motive. Witness kind of, well, she could have phoned him even if she let, if she let Henry escape. She didn't give me her phone records, but I looked them up anyway. She looked them up. So she lied about where she was. She was at Syndicate headquarters when she phoned Witness. So that puts a lot of suspicion on her. Lots of people have reasons that Carmelina would have wanted to kill the Syndicate. But she has an alibi that I cannot refute. Oops. Oh right, the moon database. Okay, so Crimson Acid, Yuri, who we obviously don't trust or anything. She admitted herself that she has a motive. Her alibi is that she was alone all by herself at her house all night, which is not an alibi. It would be most interesting if she were the murderer. Who knows? Doomjazz has learned that Montserrat is responsible for Doomjazz's father's death. Montserrat was planning an operation that was a repeat of that incident, but this time Akiko is in harm's way, and he loves Akiko. He said he was in his clinic. Logs show he didn't leave his clinic by the main door. However, there is a back door that has been broken and is not logging people to go in and out. That's not enough to give him a murder charge. Alright. Henry is complicated. Henry is the person who very obviously did it, so we're not going to pin it on him. Like, very obviously did it, which means he didn't. Which could mean that he did. You don't know. You think you're an expert or something? I don't know enough about them to convict them. Witness has an extensive alibi. Although, I guess the phone only means that his phone was in the apartment, right? So this is, again, this is suspicious, but doesn't really implicate him. I guess, yeah, we're really... We're kind of heavily on Akiko, I guess. So because I have 3 things for him and none for anyone else, does that mean that I won't even be able to really... Well, I'm gonna go to the trial anyway, and I may end up immediately going, okay, we're gonna back out of here. Or not back out, but redo it. Okay, yeah, let's see what happens. My old gun. Hi, Judgy. Is Paradise worth saving? Are you ready to start the trial? That is the point of no return. Let's expose the truths. Are you sure, Lady Love Dies? This is the point of no return, where we descend into the madness of crime. The penalty for anyone you convict of any crime, if you crime at all, you die? Wow. Please be sure. Start the trials and cross the point of no return into the abyss of crime. Very curious. It is time to breathe life back into Paradise. I'm overjoyed to hear that. Please wait while I assemble the suspects in the Chamber of Justice. Paradise hangs in the balance. Let me explain how we shall uncover truths and lies. We will hold a trial for each case file logged in Starlight. You will choose which suspect you wish to accuse and present your argument against them. I am an impartial tool of justice. I shall analyze your evidence and determine if you have proven your case. Can you break alibis? Can you put the suspect at the scene? How strong is your case? All that matters is that justice is carried out. I am not interested in speculation and weak prosecutions. I need the truth. We will find the suspect responsible for each crime. The door to truth will open. Anyone found guilty will be executed. This is the crime to end all crimes. Anyone involved cannot be allowed to infect Perfect 25 with their criminality. You will do the execution. The investigation freak will execute justice. Be confident about who you accuse. Are you clear on how the trials will work? Do you need me to repeat this? Breathe that life. Oh! Judge? The island is ending. Our home shatters before us. Well, it's a good thing that I started the trial right now. If I had walked around anymore, it would have exploded. This farce has gone on for long enough. It's time to move to the new island, Judge. I am the acting leader. I initiated the shutdown. The prime Jojo? Is that you? The prime suspect has been sitting behind bars while the freak runs around the island chasing false leads. You have until the end of the island to do your trial. The truth may not be as simple as you believe, Architect. I'm doing this for the good of the Syndicate. Perfect 25 is waiting. You can't do... Judge, the clock is ticking. What does this mean for the trials? We don't have much time, Love Dies. The white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth. You will have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case file. Make it count. The rest of the Syndicate are in agreement. It is time to move on and execute Henry. Thank you. You're overstepping your authority, Architect. Judge, let's breathe life back into paradise. Love dies. You are authorized to once again wield your service weapon. Take hold of a chamber of justice. Use it at the end of the trials to execute the guilty. Any involvement with this heinous crime carries the sentence of death. Judge, this is severe. This is the crime to end all crimes. Any amount of involvement is a heresy against the gods and an atrocity an atrocity against the syndicate. Or do you disagree? I do not. Be strong in your accusations, investigator. The penalty for any of these crimes is death. It's been a while since I executed justice. The journey into truth and justice begins. Boo-doo-boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Oh, here's the door. While everyone is at the trial, I will make my escape. No. Crimson. Hope you know what you're doing, lady. You better have the evidence you need for whatever you're planning. Doctor. Love dies. If you prosecute me, will I get conjugal visits? Sorry, Doc. The punishment for this crime is going to make that difficult. Henry. This is a formality, right? I'm lined up to get my head blown off, aren't I? That's what we're here to find out. Lydia, Sam. Hey, LD. We're cool, right? We're in the clear, aren't we? We'll find out at trial, guys. Witness. Lady Love dies. This is it, isn't it? The reckoning. The future of paradise. I hope you make the right choices. So do I. Yuri? Freak. Get this over with. We all know who did it. You're wasting my time. Hey. Grand Marshal. Nanomachines, you better get this right. Henry did it and needs to be executed. Rack this up. Architect. Investigator. This island is ready to die, and new one started. Do not delay in prosecuting Henry. All of the evidence points to him. It was the dog! Just look at that face. That's the face of a murderer. It's the dog face of a murderer.
Key item obtained.
Key item. Investigator's gun. Love dies gun for executing the guilty. You have retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious your accusations will be. Return to the stand when you are ready to talk. The truth is, it was me. I killed the syndicate. Truth or fact? Wait, what? Truth or fact? Por qué no los dos? It's European. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution, broke through prison bars, and headed to the council building, murdering the martial guards, traversing the holy seals, and killing a council before being apprehended at the scene. How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is it as the report states, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the Desolation Cell and murdered the council. Investigator, peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forward the sweet smile of truth. Unknown suspect? Is that a possibility? And does it mean unknown, or does it mean that there's someone that I... Okay, so for each person, I get to say, like, here's... It's loud. So I can apparently just pick someone and accuse them. Although, who knows what happens. Witness has previously asked if anything can overcome Henry's inhibitors. He claimed it was... Okay, so it looks like I don't have to pick an evidence. I'm just going to j'accuse. Are you sure you want to continue with this accusation and present your evidence to the judge? Once you confirm you will not be able to reverse the court proceedings. It's either that or what happens if I say the unknown person? Unknown suspect. Oh, I can't. It's just this is a piece of evidence that I found that points to someone other than the people who are here. Suspect confirmed. I believe this was part of a plan by Akiko. Nanomachines. The freak is lying. Tostadas are porcupines. The Grand Marshal broke the primary suspect out of the prison she put him in. Present your evidence. Construct a truth. I just saw what all of these were, but should have read them more carefully. I'm going to present the broken bars. I think that's the main thing. The bars on the prison bridge were supposedly torn open by Henry with his demonic strength. Starlight analyzed the bars and found traces of thermite, not demonic residue. Thermite is a military-grade explosive that burns through pretty much anything. Akiko faked that part of his escape. Grand Marshal. Never trust computers. Her little calculator got it wrong. Henry is demonic. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. Residue sample. No traces of unknown chemicals found. Thermite is an anti-material weapon that burns at an extremely high temperature. What? Get out of here, you! You're the murderer! It's true. He was a murderer. Akiko used it to open the prison bars and make it look like Henry escaped. This is a lie! A good truth. Please, let us sample some more. Present your evidence. Oh. Okay. I thought it was just one. Broken procedure. Akiko broke procedure when she went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity. Is that the best you got? I thought you were supposed to be the investigation freak. Speculating with nothing to back it up seems like a poor showing for the judge's big hope. She's right. That is speculation, and not evidence. I can break Akiko's alibi. The truth requires us to examine Akiko's alibi. Akiko went to execute Henry, but alleges that Henry escaped at 2352. She claims she found him outside the council building. Yeah, I called witnesses. I left the desolation cell to go to the barracks. Can anyone confirm that the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks? No one that I spoke to. Did you confirm the phone call? Akiko's phone records are apparently classified, and the investigator isn't allowed to access. Didn't I? Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko. I took Witness's phone and analyzed the records at a comms tower. Starlight did some back tracing on the calls, and it appears Akiko lied. Okay, good. I picked the right one. The call she made to Witness wasn't from the Desolation Cell. The comms tower puts her location at the Syndicate HQ, which throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the crime. Gradura Darfminikoska. Watch your language. She's lying. The little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The date is incorrect. The rock of secrecy has been lifted and the truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been broken. So do I need to... Can I just say... Because the inhibitors thing doesn't really pin anything on her. I forget what this is, so I'll say this. Stands accused by everyone except you. Do the facts lie? Do you believe in the official version of events? No. The truth is distorted. The only way to get to the council building from the Desolation Cell and the window of time stated is via the front gate of the HQ. Nightmare... Okay, good. And we have no logs of him going through them. I don't believe he went through them. If he didn't go through them, through the entrance, this whole case is thrown into disarray. Excellent work. You have taken the lid off the box containing the rocks under which the truth is. Henry's alibi is broken. I guess since they're here, I'm gonna present the inhibitors. No, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. The evidence that I have doesn't say anything about her. I have nothing to present. Proven that the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movements last night are total fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in the light shown by the facts. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves Akiko guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth has shone upon your crime, and you will be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged your blade for so long. You are a beacon of purity. Now you will be executed, and the marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same again. Why did you do it? You said I wouldn't hang for this. I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal. This was never part of the plan, you pompous Tarfa. Who are you talking to? Carmelina, you said this would work. Now I have a gun to my head. If I'm going down for this, so are you. The ravings of the guilty lashing out. I have no idea who she's talking about. Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left. Akiko, spoilers! Akiko, please read the blind playthrough rules below my stream. You have nothing left to lose. If you were set up, you can have revenge. You promised to induct my soldiers into the Syndicate if I helped you. Wait a minute. Why didn't you speak up, bot? Or did it? Oh, it did, but it was hidden. You promised to induct my soldiers into the Syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. So Sarskinis of Totalist. You used me. You weren't careful enough, and now I'm going to die. I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building, phone witness, and report that I... It isn't. What went wrong? Pardon. Oops. Not that. Options? Nope. How do I do a thing? There it is. Chat. Ignore. Not like that. Hein, hint, hein, strange. Mark all occurrence. I don't know why that happened. I'll worry about it later. Other hide text is working now? Good. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building, phone witness, and report that I'd found him after the council were dead. Carmelina? She's lying. She's been found out in her own little scheme. Now she's trying to take innocent people down with her. I took Henry through the barracks to the council building. The official report is a lie. So I guess they're showing a lot of these icons are like inverted colors, and I guess these are pieces of evidence that I would have found. So I wonder if they are just giving away the whole... We'll find out. Lady Love dies. Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge. Open a case. Henry's escape. Convicted! Your facts have become the truth. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have access to the phones you have been using to record your progress. Would you like me to save your progress now? Nah. We will continue. Okay. Yeah, no, I usually don't check. Alright, Henry's demonic possession. We have absolutely no idea who this is. A decade ago, Henry became possessed by a demon, killing his mother and allowing demonic corruption to spill out into the world. The area around his apartment was sealed off and became the Dead Zone, which I didn't even visit once. During his arrest, he killed the Syndicate's exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. For the last 10 years, he has been contained and sedated in the Desolation Cell with inhibitors. Investigator Starlight has logged Henry's possession a decade ago as a case file related to the murder of the Council. Is Starlight being overzealous, or do you believe there is something there that warrants investigation? Was someone else involved in Henry's possession and the demonic invasion that spelled doom for the island? Yeah, so flat out nobody except, yeah, you did the thing. You did that bad thing. They can pin it on her now that she's dead. She can't say anything. The whole thing, going back 10 years, she was playing the long con. I don't believe anyone was involved with Henry's possession besides Henry. You aren't contradicting the official report? No. He's made a previous attempt at ritual and served jail time for it. The school had been watching him, and the ritual attempt failed. After being released from jail, he tried again and succeeded with horrific results. The truth is clear. There is no one to blame for Henry's possession other than himself. The truth is revealed, the truth is known, a truth proves Henry guilty. Instantly. Lady Love dies while you're in here. You do not. Oh, okay. There were 4 holy seals protecting the council. 2 elite god justice marshals guarded the entrance. They were killed last night. Why isn't there an open case file for all of them? Did you not investigate? Did you not look for the truth? What were you doing out there? How will the killer be proven? I didn't judge. I chose my own path. I have all the truth I need. And besides, most of the time I don't stream. I just play Final Fantasy XIV instead. This is deeply troubling. I trust you, but I expected more from you. K-Hex is missing. Syndicate's master craftsman and the designer of the second holy seal that protects the council. He hasn't been seen for a number of days. Was he the victim of a crafted tragedy? He disappeared a number of days ago. Strange for a syndicate member, but suspicious, because he crafted the holy seal. Did someone try to obtain the secret from him? Investigator, do you know what happened to K-Hex? He's dead, lying on the rocks of the coast of the island. Dead? The fangs of death gripped this island so tightly. How could this happen? Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. Who looks like a murderer? An unknown suspect. There is tons of evidence that it's her, but I don't know if it's actually her. When the only tool you have is a justice gun, everything looks like a murderer. This is all information that she gave me, though. Well, half of it is. Well, one of it is. Now, we know she had something to do with it. Yeah, there we go. I believe Akiko was involved with his disappearance. Aren't you already dead? Didn't I shoot you? Nanomachines. I found a necklace belonging to Akiko in K-Hex's workshop. And that puts her in his workshop. A month ago, my necklace needed to be fixed. I took it to him. You really are an idiot nanomachine. Investigator, you have no truth to support this accusation. Is this a joke? The island is about to blink out of existence. We have to move on without knowing what happened to K-Hex. No convictions. Okay, so that's how it works. If I say something but I don't have enough evidence, then the judge says, I find them not guilty. We will continue. There were 4 holy seals protecting the council. So what do I think that means? I guess that means, like, perhaps for some people, maybe there's no way to successfully accuse them of the crime. And maybe for other people, there is one true person and a couple of red herrings who you can find enough evidence to convict, in which case maybe when after they're convicted, they go, just like Akiko did, went like, you're the one who really did it though. Like, I'm telling on you. There were 4 holy seals. Second seal is a mystery. Why isn't there an open case file? Didn't you know how to video game? 4 holy seals. The third seal is a mystery. This is deeply troubling. I trust you, but I expected more from you. There were 4 holy seals. The 4th seal is a mystery. Boop. The crime to end all crimes. Last night, the council were murdered as they birthed the next island through meditation. Was it a power play or killing for kicks? Who did it and why? The crime to end all crimes. The murder in the night. The Paradise Killer. Who killed the council? The truth is aged like a fine whiskey that you find on top of a bridge for some reason. How does the whiskey on this island taste? Pour us a glass of truth so that we may sip upon a vintage blend of justice. Not coffee? You wouldn't rather have coffee be the blend of truth? I want to know who held the knife. If a killer was set up by the mastermind, we will deal with that later. I want to know who gripped a knife of murder in their palm of guilt. Show us the ultimate truth. Well, only one person actually has hands. See? No hands, no hands, no hands, no hands, no hands, no hands. He's got a hand. No. So the only evidence that we have is saying that Henry did it. So anybody else, he's going to be like, you're bad and dumb. The judge... the gavel must be heavy. Oh, wait. I missed things. Lots of bots? Bot admin? I missed something. Also, I missed Ever Leaving. I'm sorry. I was busy with truth. The coffee and whiskey of truth. I believe Henry is the Paradise Killer. Sure about that? Strong evidence to suggest that Henry had nothing to do with this. Are you seriously suggesting, despite all this, Henry actually committed the council murder? Evidence points to another killer being in the penthouse and committing the atrocity. This is the most important decision you'll ever make. I was mistaken. Don't test my patience. Oh, and then they don't give me the interface again. Who was it? It was you, Doom Jazz. I have nothing to present. You leave me no choice. We have to go with the official version of events. Alright, so he goes with Henry if you don't have anything else. The tendrils of conspiracy snake around us. Snakes don't have tendrils. They just are a tendril. Starlight has a case file that will help us chop back the tendrils and expose the truth hiding within. The truth may not be simple to discover, however. Henry has been convicted of murdering the council, flying in the face of conflicting evidence. The trials are at end, Judge. Gosh. Only a murderer would have such poor grammar. The investigation freak did her job and convicted the killer. Whatever else she found is irrelevant. That isn't true, Architect. Every other conviction stands, and judgment, with an E, which I suppose is okay, will be executed. No. I am the leader, and this ends now. Execute Henry and only Henry. I am still judge. I am justice incarnate. Do not dare to tell me how justice should be dispensed. We will see this through, and any who have been found guilty will be punished. The truths have become distorted. You must beautify the truth by, doing a taxi driving minigame? Review the evidence. Oh, no, it's make a manga. Carmelina's conspiracy. So I guess here they're kind of giving away the fact that, what do you call it? That Carmelina was behind the whole entire thing, which is fine. Official version of events is a lie. Henry didn't escape by himself. Akiko faked Henry's escape, and Akiko admitted to being recruited by Carmelina, and in return for her help. So these are all things that I got automatically while convicting Akiko, which was probably a correct one. I guess convicting Akiko for the escape is probably correct, which is why part of the reason I got things for it. Can you explain this conspiracy? Can you refine a truth from the ore of crime? I believe that Carmelina initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. She created Perfect 25 and wanted to make sure it was hers. Carmelina is being punished for her father's crimes. The Silence family were barred from ever being on the council as part of his punishment. Crimson told me that Carmelina has put in a number of motions to join the council that have all been denied. That's a motive. She's a genius architect that has helped the Syndicate birth a potentially perfect island. Does she feel she deserves a seat on the council? She knows the 25th island will be perfect. Is she worried she won't get credit for it? Henry killed Grace and conveniently provided himself with a history of murder. I forget who is Grace? I forget. Demonically possessed citizen will be the perfect tool. Carmelina recruited Akiko into her plan. Akiko faked Henry's escape, putting a possible killer into play. Carmelina got Henry into a position where he could kill the council, and he did the rest. Do you have anything to say, Architect? You people would have nothing if it weren't for me. All these islands that you drifted along on, all your tragic little lives, all given to you by me. I facilitate the Syndicate. I craft your homes. I have never been rewarded with my work, never been on the council, always living off to the side. My machinations lay undetected for years. Henry yeah, I don't remember anybody being named Grace. I guess that's probably just one of the Syndicate people who were killed, possibly. Not even Perfect 25 got me the recognition I deserve. I don't expect the world, just some kind of reward to show what I did was worth it. Craft is its own reward. Be quiet, freak. What would you know? How did you know you'd be made leader during the crisis? That's the irony. I didn't. I didn't expect Justice Incarnate to reverse the law and make me leader. So what was the play on the next island? When the chips are down, every one of the Syndicate is a coward and a sycophant. You all want your little bits of power and for your little lives to carry on ticking by. The next council would be scared, all seniority would be gone, and I would be the one that had crafted Perfect 25. I would make sure I had the throne. My father was a victim, but treated like a criminal. He was executed by a coward. You people never appreciate what others do for you. The Grand Marshal would give you a loyal army to make sure of it. The plan failed. The truth is known. You arrogantly believed everyone would believe Henry, a citizen capable of breaching the whole... A citizen... You arrogantly believed everyone would You arrogantly believed that everyone would believe that Henry, a citizen, was capable of breaching the Holy Seals and murdering the Council. Justice is immune to arrogance. A hideous, heinous truth. A vile truth. Architect, you have been found guilty of conspiring to kill the Council. Your punishment is death. Strange. Doesn't feel like I deserved that one. The parlor of justice has played host to the truths of the investigator. Were the truths as expected? Did esoteric knowledge reveal the truth, or did it remain hidden in mystery? The investigator will become executioner and will execute justice. Oh, the one... Okay, 10 years ago. Okay. Thank you. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The verdict is... execute. Architect Carmelina, the verdict is... we even shoot the dog. Do we? The dog got away. The dog is actually behind the whole thing. I see where this is going. Crimson Acid. No crimes. Dr. Doom Jazz, no crimes. Henry Division, the verdict is... execute. The fairy woman Lydia Daybreak. Release. Sam Daybreak, never heard of you. The dog will kill again. Witness to the end. Release. Secretary Yuri Knight. I should have killed him while I had the chance. You earned the title of Grand Investigator. Your weapon is unlocked. On the next island, you will reform the Paradise Cycle Unit. Island 24 is about to die. Island 25 waits for us. What kind of island will it be? Are you happy with your truths? Did you get the convictions you wanted? You entered into a battle with the facts, the truth, and the suspects. Did you emerge victorious? This courtroom could only allow so many truths to emerge from their hiding places. Are there more to hunt? If you believe that things are not as they seem, there is still a way to punish the guilty. Grand Investigator, Lady Lovedies, I will leave you to execute justice at your discretion. Punish those that you deem guilty. Execution or exile are viable punishments. You may also let them go free. Please, work for the best interests of Perfect 25. What? Anyway, I started blasting. Like, also, even though we just went through this whole trial process of me going, you better have evidence for that, you may also just shoot anyone. When you are ready to wave goodbye to Island 24, do so from the rear view mirror in Lydia's car. The car will take you through the Paradise Gates into Perfect 25. Use it at your discretion. Kill them all, then the judge, then yourself. Those of you which have not been found guilty of destroying Paradise may leave and wrap up your business before we move to Perfect 25. She completed the job. Or, she completed the job. Was there more to do? The investigator always trusted her heart. She would decide if Paradise had been saved. We were on Perfect 25, so it must have been saved. Saved isn't a binary state. Solving a crime doesn't mean the world is fixed. It's scary. It is. I hope she knew what she was doing. I'm sure she did. This is Lady Lovedies we're talking about. Bang! Paradise is indebted to you. No matter what truth you made, you believed in Paradise. Hope that we will never have to work together again. I hope that crime can be eradicated and Paradise can be perfect. That is an unrealistic dream. Crime infests every society. You are right. The Syndicate's way of governing is flawed. It always will be. You just assume that he's Sans. I look forward to working with you again. Truth will always need an investigator and a judge. When you've finished executing justice, please move to the next island. So, are all of the hints and stuff still around? They are. Alright, so we're going to save over slot 3.
Getting saved.
Didn't mean to do it.
Blood crystal obtained.
Very Undertale sounding music. Or Earthbound, maybe. About to execute some justice. Don't speak unless you have something worthwhile to say. I don't have time for you. The next island waits for me. It's time for justice. What do you mean? I know you were involved, but I couldn't prove it. I'm here to execute justice. What? How dare you? You vile insect, you have no right. Don't you dare raise a hand at me. Shut up, Yuri. That's a thing. That's a thing that I just did. It's with the blood stain and everything. Wow. Do. I can't anyone else, am I? We'll go exile the doctor. We'll go, you were up to no good. Nobody who flirts can be a good person. He's over that way. He's over this way, 198 meters. It's almost a whole mile. Yeah, reasonable. Oh, that's right. He's on the yacht. He's right here. Which is sinking? I'm not gonna make that. Going down.
Respawning.
No, I talked to the judge. It didn't let me execute him. You sunk your boat. Always do, Loveday. Send the old girl off at the end of an island. Time to move on. Fresh start. Embrace the future. You looking forward to the future? Something is still wrong here. I can feel it. An investigator's hunch. Is it now? What's wrong? Something you want to talk about? Something I want to exile you about? You're being exiled. You're exiling an innocent man? It's not nice. I know you were involved, but I couldn't prove it. Enjoy the idle lands. You're making a big mistake. I had nothing to do with this. That's not what an innocent person would say. Goodbye, Doc. Sent to exile. Eternity in the island lands for child labor. An unproven truth led to exile. And eternity in the idle lands. Endless contemplation. Endless regret. Endlessly gazing into an apathetic sky. Exiles transfer at the end of an island. Punishment has been served. Can't I shoot him while he's in exile? Alright, now where is the taxi? So we'll definitely go back and play the game properly, but I'd like to see, does this end the game, or is there a whole second island? Also, am I going? Yeah, I'm still going the right way. I wonder what was with the decision to put so many things around that are just, you know, just flavor text items that you pick up. I guess the game might be too sparse. LD's back, ladies and gentlemen. You ready to go? Leave paradise. Let's go to the next island. You sure you're ready to go? Leave paradise. Time to get out of here. Hop in, LD. Let's hope Perfect 25 is better than this island. Closing Island Sequence 24 applications. Ready for Island Sequence 25. Let's go to the next island. I'm looking forward to hanging with you and Sammy on the next island. We'll go get a drink together. Can't wait to see Perfect 25. You think the Syndicate will survive this? We'll rebuild. We always do. Hope you're right, LD. There's a power vacuum now. What if this happens again? It won't. The investigator has breathed life back into paradise. Boom. I'm gonna miss Love Dies. We could have had something special. Nothing brings people together like the impending obliteration of a pocket of reality. Still, at least the case of the Paradise Killer got her out of exile. I wonder if her truths were right. I guess I'll never know. I hope Perfect 25 is worth it. Obviously, I hope they all die in a fire, but for their sakes, I hope they enjoy it. I've only known humans for a short time, but they all seem to be idiots that only work for themselves. I'm sure they'll fuck it up nicely. Anyway, time to watch reality die. Okay, so it appears that is the end. There is no second island, which is fine. It's not like the game was only short because I very deliberately decided to see what happens if you end the game. So we will of course continue to play. Boop, 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 boop. There's lyrics. There's the person who wrote the lyrics. So it was nice to go into the trial not knowing. It was nice to have a game like this that's laid out in a way that it's not clear. Right? We've had that before. We had that with Disco Elysium is such a good example. We also kind of had it with Heaven's Vault, where it's like I see what I'm doing. I don't see where the story is going. I don't see. I'm not being introduced to concepts that are leading me to believe. You know, you play some other game and you're like, okay, I see what we're moving towards. Whether that's the ultimate ending or it's just that's the end of Act 1 or whatever. You constantly have this idea of how the game is structured, including how long it's going to be. Like, that's often just a factor of the type of game you're playing. You know, you fire up a JRPG, you're like, this isn't going to be over in 3 hours. Unless you're a speedrunner. It's gonna be, you know, a sprawling epic. So how much different does the game get if you go and discover everything? Now that I've seen Epilogue. Ha ha ha. So that's how it ended. A weird turn of events. The strangest paradise yet. Is this paradise safe? Of course it isn't. This is the Syndicate we're talking about. Will we need her again? We always will. She's the only one that can save paradise. In the sequel,